here when I'm going live, which is normally 2 p.m. Amsterdam time every day. And please also do support me through the PayPal, Patreon, Gifts and Go. Links are in the description box below, or send me super chat over at the Rumble live chat when the show is live, or subscribe to my channel. Support me that way. Any support would be greatly appreciated. Can really use it. I really need it right now. Alright. Please support your local Arwin. Food and everything. I'm gonna run out very quick. 2 days. Please help me out. Please. Anybody, please help me out. I really need it. Weather today is big gray soup. It's really thick. There's some drivel rain coming out of it. It's almost no wind. But yeah, it's cold. Or maybe I'm just cold. I don't know what it is. Yeah, I don't feel too well. So I try to get up really early today, just some test run, maybe go somewhere. But man, I felt so incredibly sick. I just man, it's gonna be tough tomorrow. I don't know if I'm gonna make it, but I will try. But yeah, I'm gonna have to initiate some pretty tough discipline just to get to bed really early, because otherwise it's not gonna work out. And yeah, I mean, I tried to get up early, but I just did not. It didn't work because I didn't go to bed in time for me to actually successfully do that. So yeah, this night I'm gonna go to bed really early for my doing, and it's gonna be weird, but I just have to do it. Don't have a choice. Right. So it is Monday, the 13th of October 2025. Temperature is 15 degrees Celsius with 82% humidity, 10 kilometers an hour wind, 14% precipitation. Oh, what? Oh no, it's gonna rain tomorrow. Really? Jesus. I really hope that's not gonna happen. That would severely suck. I don't have like proper clothes against rain. I'll just bring my umbrella, I guess. Hopefully that'll work, but it's gonna be very tough tomorrow. I get the feeling. But I'm gonna try it, as I said I would, even if it's gonna be a giant disaster and I'm gonna feel super sick and I'm gonna have a headache all day. And it's just, fuck that. I'm gonna do it. I don't care. I don't care. The entire universe says fucking no. I'm going to do it. Ugh. And with universe, I mostly mean internal. Alright. Alright. Anyway, I hope everybody else out there is doing better than I am. I bet that most people out there are doing better than I am. Right. At least people that are tuning in. Lots of people tuning in for some damn reason, with tons of downvotes. So I guess the troll scum caught on that I caught on to them, and now they're using their remainder of their sock accounts to downvote my show. I don't care. I don't want you around. Yeah, I'm trying to get a life. You should too. Right, anyway, it is Monday. don't expect anybody to show up. Right, but I guess I'm gonna spend a lot of today's show e-begging, because I am literally gonna run out of food entirely in 2 days. And I mean clean. And yeah, there's literally no way for me to fix that situation other than hoping that somebody is gonna help me out. Right. Anyhow. Let's see what's going on in the world. Israeli hostages released by Hamas. Okay. What? Okay. Yeah, let's. Some stuff going on here. I don't know, it's not. There was some protest yesterday in Amsterdam, I think, or this weekend, and some weird shit going on there. It seemed like. It just seemed like a setup, like fake people, like police pretending to be citizens and creating a hassle, getting all anti-Semitic and weird shit. It all seemed very suspicious. Trump keeps whining about frickin' Russia. Basically, like, yeah, if you don't stop the war, we're gonna send missiles to Ukraine, when it's obvious that Ukraine is like keeps breaking ceasefire, keeps going. It's ridiculous. It's World War rolling out, and yeah, Trump's not doing anything. Yeah, I mean, lots of stuff could be done to stop it. Like, how about just depose Zelensky? Things would be over very quickly. Not doing it. He's not doing it. So yeah, I really feel like shit is about to just blow up over here in Europe, at least in Eastern Europe. But who knows how far that might go. It's just everybody's like driving it to that. Probably because of universal banking collapse and trying to introduce CBDCs and all that crap, and it's going down. And I mean, it's super tedious, and there's very little that we can really do except just, I don't know, protest, sign petitions against it, that sort of thing, and that's it. As far as I know, at least. I'm just trying to move on. I'm just trying to get a job, and if I do that, I'll just be focusing on that freaking job, and like, I'm just not gonna be as involved anymore. I'm not gonna have as much attention for this whole global situation, and it's like, I might just be too busy just trying to integrate into getting a job to even give a shit about frickin' World War unrolling around me. I mean, potentially, and even like my Dark World visions, how dare you, right? Dark World visions. I mean, I saw that. Like, things would, if the vision was right, and I was never really sure about it, things could really go to hell. Like, bad. Really bad. Logistical, financial, total breakdown, calamity. Where there will be like complete chaos. Because, like, suddenly food is just not available, and, well, no surprise, police aren't doing their fucking jobs at all. They're just a bunch of commissar reinforcement agents being extremely hypocritical and useless, and just a giant mess that would eventually lead to like a citizen revolt that would go pretty extreme and do what I've been predicting for fucking 10 years would happen. And if it does, well, I warned everybody. I'm just here to try to frickin' survive, man. So if you want to help me survive, please help me out so that I can buy food. Thanks. Support me through the PayPal. I am not in too good a mood. I'm trying though. Jeez. Wow. So Antifa related groups in Germany are like basically go around like frickin' brown shirts, doxing and attacking AFD politicians. I mean, that's been going for a while. It's just getting more overt and more identified. It's totally crazy over there. yeah, that was weird. Mike Lindell. Ooh. I mean, he's apparently getting in like an exactly the same type of scenario as Alex Jones underwent with his Sandy Hook trial nonsense. I mean, it was completely insane, and looks like that guy, the My Pillow guy, is has just underwent an exactly the same type of setup nonsense trial where he's basically already found guilty before it even starts. It's insane. But that's happening, apparently. Dude, every time, like, I don't get it, man. Supposedly, typically, poor people are fat. Supposedly. I don't get it, man. Like, how do they do that? Like, I can barely even get around to get food. Like, I don't understand how people could be poor and fat out there. I just don't get it. At this point, yeah, well, maybe if you just eat garbage, but then still, man, I mean, you'd get sick. I get that part. But fat, I don't get it, man. But yeah, I mean, for me to gain weight, I have to make some serious effort. And I like, yeah, that takes money to actually eat enough for me to gain weight. I don't see that happening. Oh yeah, I watched my lunch break before the show, by the way. That last part of the Istanbul series was very short, so I just managed to watch that a half hour before I started the show. But I mean, yeah, the Constantinople was just this amazing old world metropolis. Really incredible, like giant buildings everywhere and connecting tunnels like all throughout that city. It's insane. And I mean, like, they had some really good pictures, and it really does. It just looks like it's like this alien settlement almost. Like there was like some alien city there. And yeah, who knows who were the creators of it. It is a very distinct style, very different. It's not neoclassicist like most Tartarian associated buildings, most old world buildings are not like that. So it has like Istanbul, Constantinople, like those old buildings, they do have their own distinct style. They're all alike. It's like a singular city that really has one type of style. That's quite unique. And of course, the most recognizable landmark of that is the Hagia Sophia. But like all those buildings, they all look like that. So you think like, oh wow, Hagia Sophia, wow, that looks really amazing and unique. Yeah, but I mean, there's like 10, 20 other buildings that look almost identical. You wouldn't be able to recognize it wasn't the Hagia Sophia when looking at those other buildings at first glance, unless you like really know the details. You wouldn't be able to even like distinguish it. Like it's full of that type of building there. Pretty amazing. And I never knew that before my lunch break video series about it. I didn't know. Right. Right. Anyway, I was on Discord also in the group. Not Earth Awakenings, the wide stream. Having discussions about the old world and Rome. And I mean, it's very difficult to truly talk about it because there's gonna be like cognitive dislocation. It's not even cognitive dissonance because there's such an elaborate history written down about it. It's so big that it's almost like too difficult to even realize mentally, like that may all be fabricated completely. It's so big. Right, but yeah, I just started to completely let go that notion that like the history of Rome is truly real. And I mean, there's lots of things to be learned of it, but I approach it now more like it's like a useful mythology. And I mean, it's kind of funny and ironic too to think about it like Greek mythology. Oh, that's mythology. Well, what if the Greek mythology was actually not everything, but who knows, man, that it was actually the real thing and that the Roman history is actually the thing that's completely made up? I mean, the ancient Greeks certainly were very predominantly around. Constantinople was full of Greek mythological depictions everywhere before the Islamists basically like removed all of those depictions as much as they could. But it's like pretty much on record that that is the how it was all decorated. Which also just makes me think like, dude, was a big part of that the ancient world just how big was this Greek civilization? It must have been absolutely massive. Way bigger than just Greece. Just a bunch of tribes. Huge. Because I mean it wouldn't make any sense to just think like, oh no, that's the Romans, they built all that stuff, because it's claimed like, oh, they were very industrious and they were building all these things. Like, yeah, okay, so why would they build all these mega structures everywhere and then decorated with Greek mythology? I mean, didn't the Romans have their own supposedly lent from the Greek religion and all that? Why wouldn't they then decorate everything with the Roman version instead of the classical Greek one? Like, that makes no sense. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I think that Rome is basically like a religious Catholic invention to back engineer another history to give them a giant background to like walking up to the moment of that priesthood, and the real history was Greek. That's what I think. Yeah, it makes more sense. But we all still get taught the Roman history in history class in school. That's the thing we get to learn as supposedly real. I mean, I was lucky enough in my school to actually learn about Greek mythology, which was like really amazing. Like, I think that Greek mythology should be taught in schools more so than supposed Roman history. It is pretty fascinating, a lot of it. Yeah. And I mean, it's obvious that that civilization was very big. So yeah, their story should be told. Whether you think it's real or not. Hmm. Right, well, at least I don't feel sick anymore like I did when I got up. Well, I didn't really get up. Right. Because, man, I've had days when I had to get up really early. Like, what is it? Last month, I had this appointment that was just scheduled super early. I had to be there. And I felt sick, like, pretty much all day from that. Which is super tedious. But yeah, I mean, I just do not have an early rhythm. And it's like to really get in it and stay in that, I have to make a lot of effort to get there. And I guess I just do not have a choice. I have to do it. Because the way I've been living in the last decade, it's no longer sustainable. Oh yeah, and for any dipshit out there that thinks, oh, let's just make other funny sock accounts. Like, yeah, you don't even have to speak up in the chat. I'll just immediately ban you before you even showed up in my chat. Okay? So, all those fucking troll stalking scum, you can go fuck yourself. You don't have a place in my chat. Get a fucking life, retard. Yeah? Leave me the fuck alone. You're not funny. And you're not going to be the one to interact with me. I don't want to interact with anybody if that means it's you. Go fuck yourself and get the fuck out of here. Get a fucking life and leave me the fuck alone. What is this? Wow, okay. Alright, oh yeah, and I got an appointment with a job hunter. It took long enough. Next Thursday. 10 days from now. And I might not need it. Oh, they both existed. No, Vendel. No, they did not. The Romans did not exist. It's a fictional creation. I'm not gonna bicker with you. Go away. Right. Anyway, I hope everybody out there is having a better day than I am. So I don't know how long today's show is gonna be, man. I'm just kind of tired, man. I'm tired of this fucking time slot. I'm tired of only goddamn trolls ever showing up. And it's like, hey, an actual person shows up. Wow, that's like a special occasion because it's like rare now. It's rare that an actual person actually shows up and not just trolls. And I'm sick of it. I'm sick. Just nobody ever being there. Hey, Doctor. I haven't seen you in ages. Oh, evidence all over. No. Trade to what? Fuck off, dipshit. Nobody fucking cares. Piss off. Piss off with your fucking conditioning reinforcement, dipshits. Fuck off. Nobody cares, dipshit. Piss off. Yeah, nobody cares about your fucking sock accounts, you troll assholes, and nobody cares about the goddamn downvote, yeah? Go fuck yourself and fuck off! Okay, I am cranky today. Let's see if I can make it stop. Just trying to find anything interesting to talk about. Not really finding anything so far. Yeah. And I'm really sorry for everybody out there that wasted their lives and their mental capacities on memorizing all this Roman history bullshit. Hey, getting wisdoms there. Maybe he'll pop on. I bet he can improve my mood. I don't know if he's gonna though. We'll see. makes me think Romans are fake. Well, I just don't think they were like a real thing. I think they were probably like a rewrite, and there were other cultures around, and they were basically like scraped, yeah, whatever they left is being scraped together and then reformed into a story as a background for Catholicism. Fuck off, retard. Right. And also, I mean, it's all basically pre-Mudblood, all that stuff, supposed Romans. And yeah, I mean, it just feels off. There's other things out there that are way more dominant. Predominantly around it, yeah. I mean, I am not, I guess, the most detailed researcher. I'm not really detailed at all about it. But I'm not the only one that has this notion that the Romans are not real. I mean, the entire backstory is nuts. I mean, at best, maybe there was some group that called themselves the Romans that basically, right after the mud flood, occupied a whole bunch of things and started to write their fake history over what was left behind. So basically, I think a more logical approach would be there was a Greek world. It was pretty giant, pretty fast. Then disaster happened. The civilization was pretty much wiped out. All their architecture was left, and then emerging after it, new groups, including a group that might have called themselves the Romans, that then just like started taking up places and then claiming it was theirs, modifying things. I think that is actually more the way that it happened. Like, they did, like, in my opinion, they definitely did not have like a more than 1,000-year history of, yeah, of building stuff everywhere. I think they rather claimed what was already there and modified it, and then claimed to, yeah, rewrote history like they were always there to solidify their power in people's minds. Another big thing was mind control. Big part. And that group then eventually became like the Catholic Church. So there might have been like a very short phase of like conquering. Because, I mean, the world was wide open to them. Like, everything was gone. There was no more vast civilizations. Just all the stuff that they left behind. Right? But, I mean, that same group, even in the supposed history, like, they had the beginnings of the idea of heliocentrism. Right? Their gods were the planets. I mean, we still use the names of that in supposed heliocentric cosmology. I always say, like, heliocentrism and the idea of outer space and planets and other bodies, that came out of the Catholic Church. And yeah, the Catholic Church was basically a reforming of the supposed Roman Empire. But I mean, it was not as vast and continuous as claimed. If they were there as a group, they were there relatively short and just claimed a bunch of stuff that was just left behind. Like, they founded it all, right? They found it all and then claimed, we built this in our previous history. Well, there was nobody around to basically say, no, that's not possible. I was there, because nobody was there. Right? Everybody that came forth after the big disaster, like, nobody, like, I don't think there's like really old people or whatever that survived from the old world to basically tell what was really going on. Or maybe they did, and then they eventually just, like, died of old age and were forgotten, and then the new format, the new history would just be predominantly told everywhere, and if you didn't fall in line with it, you get punished, removed from society, the new society. That's a very easy way to just create a total amnesia about the past. Right? You write a new history and then you force it on everybody, and anybody that doesn't adapt gets removed from society. Like, in a way, that's how this insane Marxist communism now is trying to rewrite history now. It's like, you don't fall in line with how you're supposed to think about everything, you get punished and potentially removed from society. It's the same system. Arguably invented by the same people. I think that communism also comes forth from Catholic Church, from the Vatican. Just like heliocentrism, it's all stemming from the same root, the same systems of mind control. Let's just put that in the title. Fuck off. Okay. Okay, yeah, I mean, that's really cute, Doctor. It's really cute that you're so fascinated with it, but I mean, space-time bending gravity is all mathematical nonsense. Somebody then modified that nonsense. Like, who cares? I'm sure the officials care about it. And the academics, yeah, but it's all bullshit. Einstein is bullshit. Yeah, space-time is nonsense. It's a conceptual medium that's conjured mathematically. It has no relation to physical reality. You can think of it as having a relation to physical reality, but thinking of it is the only thing you can do, because it has no relation to reality. It doesn't matter if you're going to rearrange the math into a, like, applying to a flat plane or whatever it is you want to do with it, it's completely irrelevant. Flat space, yeah, cool, whatever. I mean, if somebody found documents that Einstein was secretly a flat earther all along, well, that literally means nothing. Yeah, he didn't prove or disprove anything. The worst that's gonna happen is that as soon as like it goes mainstream, like Einstein was actually a flat earther, well, guess what'll happen then? They'll literally just say, okay, I guess Einstein was a kook after all, and then forget about it. That's all that's gonna happen. Sorry for no, it's fine. I'm addressing it, Doctor. Yeah, I'm addressing it, and I'm a little cranky, so I mean, just telling you. But it's not the first time I've heard of that, by the way, Cleary Doctor. Yeah. But Einstein's theory was actually sort of flat Earth related. I remember that from long ago. It's just the solution was then just like, yeah, think of the flat Earth, or think of it as you just presuppose it's spherical, right? That then eventually became like the standard approach. Dude, why do you keep doing this? Nobody cares. Yeah, I know it's supposed to be the official history, like Utrecht was Roman settlement. I get it. I know about the official history, okay? I've heard it. And I already said, yeah, Roman history is like one of the most elaborate written things in history. I know. You don't have to show me links to all the shit that references supposed Roman history. I know it is extremely vast. Yeah? Does that mean it's real? That it's actually provable, logical, without flaws? No, it isn't. Yeah, so you could just spend all day long just posting links to frickin' Roman Empire references in my chat. Hundreds, maybe thousands of links. It's all really cute. It doesn't make it real. Yeah? Just like you can go around on the internet and just see all the references to space and heliocentrism and what we know about the universe. Yeah. Billions of pages of bullshit about it. Yeah? Does it make it real? No. Yeah? It doesn't make it real. Wow, thank you, Gaining Wisdom. You're a lifesaver. Yeah. Code started with 9/11. Oh, really? I have to do it again? Jesus Christ. What the fuck is wrong with this? Ugh. There's a Roman fort near where I live. Yeah, how do you know it's Roman? Why do you say it's Roman? I mean, I'm pretty damn sure there's a fort. There's forts everywhere. There's a fort here. I've seen it. Does that make that fort Roman? Or is it just, well, according to the history, the Romans were here, so it must be Roman? Yeah? That's how they do that. Does it mean that it is Roman? No, it's just, well, or that person and call him a kook. Yeah? It's Roman because, well, it said it's Roman, so it must be Roman. And if you have an alternative idea about it, we'll just ignore you. Because you're not in line with the official narrative of what the history is supposed to be. Hello, Carrots of Fire. I haven't seen you in ages. Okay, well, my mood is definitely improved now. Thank you so much, Getting Wisdom. Good to see you. You are the best. I will make it through the week now. Just I just get really cranky when I'm worried about it. Right? I mean, several roads in the UK? Cool. What about London? What about the giant subterranean buildings in London? Was that also built by Rome? How did they manage to build all that when it was supposedly like one of, right? Officially Rome, oh, it expanded everywhere in Europe, and then it got to England, and then eventually it fell, right? Oh, really? So, oh, they just took London and they just built like a giant metropolitan area there. Because that's what you do, right? You conquer a new place and you immediately build a giant metropolitan area there. Because it's so easy, right? You just do it. Just quickly build a giant metropolitan area. I mean, it's not like that would take, I don't know, hundreds of years. And stability. And extreme wealth to do that. Right. Glad to see you're still there, Doctor. So, yeah, I mean, you can just tell me, right? Oh, this is Roman and that's Roman. Cool. So, have you actually thought about it logically? What's really there? They got kicked out of Scotland. Oh, I'm sure they did. I mean, whatever civilization was there and built that giant ancient metropolitan area, maybe they did get kicked out of Scotland. Does that mean it was Romans? Right? I mean, even like in British history with people groups, you have like the Anglo-Saxons. So you had the Anglos and you had the Saxons. Saxons supposedly from France took it over, right? So was that the Romans? Were the Saxons Roman? How does that fit? How does it all fit together? Or does it just not really fit together? And it just kind of compartmentalizes, because one is like a giant history of Rome and what it supposedly did. And then you have the actual places, and they have just like a slightly different way of describing the history, and it doesn't really fit. But I mean, who cares, right? Because I mean, Rome's such a giant history, and you got to keep that story cohesive even when it doesn't really fit. So you just forget about it, right? And just accept whatever's being told. Londinium? Okay. Hey, Borders Boy. Haven't seen you in ages. Where have you been? Or do you only show up when I get super cranky? I don't know. Yeah, never mind that. Yeah. Seems kind of off. Many ways. I don't think so. I don't believe so. Right? And I mean, with Islam, they say that he wasn't crucified either. Oh, that's just because they were so anti-Christian. Oh, really? Or did they just not go along with the Roman rewriting of history? The total rewriting of it. Did they just not go along with that? Yeah. And I mean, like, even just look into the story of Caesar. Like, his supposed history is the same type of setup. A lot of things back then, they were all basically sun worship based. And it's kind of funny because it's like a super ancient pagan habit that, well, supposedly the Romans were pagan overtly, so it makes sense that they would do that. But it's everywhere. Like, you could argue that even like in North Korea right now, with the Kim Jong Un, and they do the same thing. What they do effectively is say he is the representative of the sun. It's like the Son of God incarnated. So it's like the Son personified. It's the same, like the mechanism of the Trinity of Christ. And that same thing they did with Caesar, supposedly, in history. It's like, oh, so he sort of copied Jesus then? Yeah, or it's just all the same story format redone. And it's even redone right now, where it's like in North Korea, they treat their leader, their omni-powerful, their supposed ultra leader, as if he were the sun god. Right? And it's also like represented in their flag even. I mean, it's so overt. It's the same story rewritten that is mostly associated now because of its widespreadness of the Christ crucifix rising from the dead representation, astrotheology, right? It's the same presentation. I mean, yeah, yes, it is inspired on Jordan Maxwell's work, but I mean, damn it, that guy was really totally correct. He was absolutely correct with his astrotheology, and it is more rampant than anybody really wants to believe. It's covert paganism. It's the same sun worship reformatted into history so that people think they're like worshipping some magical figure in history when it's basically just paganism undercover of a story that is actually fake. Right? Now, I definitely believe there was a figure called Jesus of Nazareth, but they deified him. They turned him into a sun god. He was actually trying to avoid that during his life with his own apostles, trying to avoid being deified. But it was so rampant as a habit that if somebody stood out, was powerful, was like really spiritual, they would just like start freaking worshipping like he's a reincarnation of the sun. This is what everybody was doing because it's so freaking rampant, man. All the religions are like sun worshipping, as Jordan Maxwell used to say. I'm just in total agreement with him. Like every time I keep watching his presentation, I had a lot of objectives or objections at first, like, oh, this seems kind of off, and I don't like that. Yeah, well, the more times I watch it over the decades, the more I'm like, Jesus Christ, he's fucking right. Like, completely correct. This is crazy. This is scary. Like, it's scary how vast mind control has integrated within like all our knowledge. It's insane. There's so much mind control that's just at the foundation of everything. Everything. Religions, history. It's all the same. All the same reformatted, retold pagan story of sun worship. It's all the same story of supposing the fallen ones, little g, gods, meddling with humans, and then claiming to be the creator, the designer of it all. It's the same thing everywhere. Right? And keeping that in mind, I'm not just saying like, oh my god, oh, that means there is no Jesus, it's all fake. Like, no, I mean, the wisdom that is in that book is very distinct. It's real wisdom, it's really powerful, and it is very pragmatically useful. It is a system that has incredible wisdom and durability. And that wisdom is the thing that I follow. I do not follow the astrotheological ritual, though. Because I don't worship the sun. I mean, I recognize the sun is there as a magical creation. I mean, it's a freaking hologram, and it has all this energy output, and it is cyclical, and it always happens, and it's like we'll probably never be able to truly figure out how it is even there and what it is exactly. but it'll be there and it will sustain life. If it goes away, everything dies very quickly and very permanently. It is the thing, whatever it is, that retains life and creates the seasons and the cycles of life. But it, whatever it is, I do not think it is God. It is the creator. I don't think so. I think you could rather see it as some kind of mystical device that it was incorporated in the design of the realm by the designer, but it in itself is not God. But yeah, if you'd say it's God's son, not son, but son, then yes. Because I mean, we live in a designed place. It has to be created by the designer of this place. Whatever it is, however it really truly works, however that is manifesting, like we don't know. We cannot really figure it out totally with absolute confirmation, but it definitely has to be there because of the designer. Does that mean we have to worship it and know its cycle, like the story, like the most important story ever is like the astrological cycle of the sun? It's important enough to know for agriculture, but I don't think it's like you have to know this or your afterlife will be hell or something. I mean, that's nonsense. And I think that personifying the sun into a deity or into the creator itself is just wrong and will not be appreciated by the designer. Wow. As my mood has lifted, so has the weather improved. Weird. Welcome, though. Very happy about that. And yeah, gray soup is gone. Maybe there'll even be a bit more sun. That would be nice. I could use some sun. Whatever it is, right? It's amazing though, synchronicity, right? Like my mood's lifting, the weather is just suddenly improving. It happened very quickly. That's interesting. A Muslim pilot washed his hands and allowed the court of public opinion to use the legal system to condemn an innocent man. I feared riots and overseas feared someone knowing who they are. In your opinion? Yeah, I mean, and like, I don't know what that story truly stands for. It might have been a real situation, but does that mean it was Roman? Or was it rather Greek? Right? Was it Roman? Or was it the Greek? Or was it rather like a bit of mythology to like show off like complications between spirituality and the legal system, and like was it rather like a mythological demonstration to learn from? I mean, it's definitely a story that people can learn from, right? Just because I think it didn't really happen doesn't mean that it doesn't contain any value. But that's the thing, right? There's a lot of people on the internet that have this attitude that as soon as they have some kind of hint that something might have been faked in any way, that it means that it should all be just immediately discarded and thrown in the bin and like attacked. That's not my attitude at all. It's rather you just have to get real about what it really is. You can still get the value out of it. You can retain the value that you gained from it when you learned it, even though you thought it all the time. They're raised building a complete picture, and if they then figure out that that complete picture has wrong foundations, they just ignore it and they keep holding on to that bigger picture because they can't deal with it. They can't deal with that it might not be the real thing, that it's actually different, and that they might not be capable of even figuring out what the real deal is. It's very frustrating, and it does create cognitive dissonance. And so a lot of people just like, I don't care, I don't trust you anymore, you're trying to chip at my foundations, you're just trying to undermine me, right? You're giving this alternative explanation and you're saying this is wrong because you're attacking me. You're just doing it to weaken me. That's how people then respond to it, instead of realizing, well, maybe it really was not real. And we should figure out what was real then. And not necessarily discard all the experiences you had when you still thought it was real. Right? I mean, this is just like, as a parallel example, a love relationship. Right? While you have a relationship with somebody and you're in love, it is basically delusional. You have a lot of ideas and fantasies and things about the one you're in love with that you are assuming completely is real, and then you hold on to that for as long as you can until it could be at some point the reality of who that person really is starts to shine through, and it breaks the illusion you had about them. It breaks your love for them that's based on an illusion that was formed in your mind and in your heart about them. And then the reality can break that, and then the relationship becomes ruined. Does that mean that we should abandon all love, all relationships, because it is very likely to be incorrect and delusional? No, that will be crazy. What the logical response is that you compartmentalize it and realize that you had a real experience based on an incorrect interpretation, and you got the value out of it, and even though it's not real, doesn't mean that you should just throw away all the real experiences that you had out of it. Right? Compartmentalize it. Even though it's fake, it's real. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Do you understand what I'm saying here? Even though it's fake, it's real. right? And I will approach Roman history with this as well. Like, I understand, people. I understand. It's so vast. It's so fundamental to how everything is constructed about supposed back engineering of the past. It's too big to just say, scratch it all out, completely erase it. Like, it's impossible. It's too fucking vast. It's too elaborate to just do that. But if you truly want to figure out what really happened, and you see signs of things that just do not match this story that was given to us, that's been engineered for so long, you have to realize it's not real. You have to accept there's fakery. There is things made up, that it's probably not real. But that doesn't mean that you can just scratch it all out, because it is the foundation of a lot of knowledge and a lot of like insight, grasp on the past. Even though it's fake, it's real. It's the only logical way to respond to it. Right? It's the same. Like, oh, 9/11. Oh, look what that happened. Like, that's so fake. 9/11 is so fake. It's all inside job, and it's you know the whole deal, right? Everybody here in the chat knows that deal. Well, guess what? The impact's very real. The official story of it and how everything proceeded from that point on is real. So even though you know it was fake and the official story is fake, the impact is real. You can't just scratch it all out, because the impact of it, whether it was fake or real, and it was fake, is still there. The results of it are very much there. Even though it was fake, it's real, because its influence is real. And the only way to truly accept this is through personal compartmentalization of knowledge. Realizing something is fake, but still that it is going to be inside of other people's minds and hearts as if it's real. You can't just force them to flip it around and accept that it is fake. But you can attempt to explain it to them. And that's what I'm doing. So yeah, I hope that explains what I've been talking about in the last hour. Why I'm doing it. Ooh, sun. Check out the sun. Woohoo. I'm loving it. Right. Anyway. I'm much more inspired right now. Right, I gotta take a 2-minute break though, so I'll be right back. Don't forget to Rogan's it up if you're liking the show. I think it's a lot better now than when I started. Anyway, be right back. Right, well, it certainly seems like the trolls are fucked off now. That's great. I'm getting hungry. Hey. Oh, Gaining Wisdom's offline Discord now? I was kind of hoping you'd get on with me in Discord, maybe discuss the whole Romans thing a bit more, Gaining Wisdom, but yeah, only if you got time for that. At least today's show is a little bit more focused than it was yesterday. It did start out incredibly cranky though. And again, I apologize. Future, it kind of does that to me. It just makes me really angry. Knowing that there's literally nothing I can do. It's a good explanation. What is? I've said a whole bunch of things since our last comment, Gaining Wisdom. But yeah, if you want to discuss the subject some more, again, get on the Discord and just get it in the panel, and we can talk about it on the show. I would actually kind of appreciate that, if that's okay with you, if you have the time for that. Just whoever's making all these fucking soccer accounts, just stop, dude. Real and fake. Yeah, even though it's fake, it's real. Yeah, it is like a 180 degrees up. Yeah, it is like I came up with that because of Quantum of Conscious, because he always says even though it's real, it's fake, which has a very specific meaning, that even though things may have actually technically happened, their entire premise, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, there's things going on according to him, and I kind of have to agree a little bit that there's things happening that just don't make any logical sense that they're happening the way they are. And his response to that, even though it's real, it's fake. Well, for me, I like to focus on going beyond that and just explaining like bigger things from the past, like these things are not real. But if you just leave it to that, people are just going to like scattergun you with like, oh, look at all this article and that article and here and that and that. And it's all, everybody says it's real. Like, look at all the evidence. Look at all the pottery they found. Oh, yes. And a Roman coin. It's so real. They found a coin. They found some pottery. They found a helmet. That means it was all that. Right? But if I just explain to them, like, the deeper approach, basically the esoterics of their own psychology responding to it, then saying, yeah, even though it's fake, it's real. Like, I realize that I'm telling you this is fake, but I understand that despite that it is fake, it's real. It's real to people, and it's too much. It's too big to just be shoved to the side just because it's fake. Right? Just because it's fake doesn't mean that it can be accepted as just being fake. It's going to be real to people. Even though you present the evidence, if you have any direct evidence of it being fake, people will work around it. It's the same effect as what ballers do, right? You point out how a certain baller mechanism, like second law of thermodynamics, gas pressure, requiring a container, you just tell them like, yeah, space can't be real. And they'll just make up bullshit that's not even part of any official logic or system. They'll make it up on the spot just to keep that thing that is obviously fake into place. So even with heliocentrism, a lot of it is, even though it's fake, it's real. Flipping a coin and landing on its edge. Yeah, hello, by the way, LSG. Good to see you. Hope you're doing okay. I don't want to be pushy, but I mean, if you could help me out, I'm in dire need of support. Gaining wisdom, help me a bit. Anything you could help me out with would be amazing, if you can. I mean, I don't know. I just, at this point, I'm just starting to feel embarrassed to even ask anybody. Because I realize, like, yeah, financially, it's everything is collapsing, so everybody's getting poorer, and you probably don't have as much room to support anybody, even though you would want to. If you can, though, please help me out. Right, anyway, let's get back to the subject. Even though it's real, or even though it's fake, it's real. If the lie is too big to just be shoved to the side, then people just don't have any choice but to hold on. And in a way, this is what heliocentrism is. Put that in the title again. I can't mention it enough. I mean, it is like my thing, even though it's fake, it's real. does it keep doing that? Oh, right. I've ever actually experienced that one time, flipping a coin and it landing on this edge. Just not just once. It's always very weird when that happens. Hey, a ladybug. That's a weird time for a ladybug. Hello. Oh, multiple ladybugs. Where did they all come from all of a sudden? It's so weird. Hey, troll asshole, why don't you go fuck off and stop making fucking sock accounts with your bullshit comments, asshole? Fuck off. Yeah? Did you know that smoking tobacco actually suppresses hunger? Did you know that? No, but you probably didn't think of anything, did you? Hey, Godzilla, you fucking scumbag. Fuck off! Yeah, don't fucking talk to him. Yeah? You can say hello to us. I ordered Total Smokes. What? Dude, this is still from like over a week ago. Stop fucking whining about my goddamn smoking, asshole. I'm not gonna buy smokes with the support I'm getting. I'm gonna buy food, dipshit. Go fuck yourself. Yeah? Jesus Christ, you people are disgusting. Anyway, yeah, hello viscosity. Fuck you, you disgusting scumbag. Fuck you. I'm sorry, people. These fucking asshole trolls just keep fucking getting in the chat, and it's like, just go away, man. Hey, LSG in Discord. Yeah, I realized yesterday that I hadn't added you in my friends list on Discord yet. Yeah. I mean, that's why I had the Discord originally, to be able to not have to deal with the fucking trolls in the Rumble chat, so. But then the Discord chat just kind of like slowed down. I lit the wood stove. Ah! Firing up the stove again. Nice. Right. Hope you've been doing good, LSG. Oh, nice. Sun is nice. Still kind of cloudy though. Gaining wisdom is typing something out there. Right. It would be cool if either one or both would like get on the panel or something, and I don't know. Otherwise, I'm probably gonna run out soon. Get some lunch. Alright, but yeah, it's been over 2 hours. It's a pretty full show. That's right. There's nothing I can do. Sounds like fake news. What? I don't get it. I mean, I got my job solicitation tomorrow. I don't know what else I'm supposed to do. Subtle changes thinking to tell your subconscious who your future self is. Yeah. No, I'm doing that. Definitely. Wouldn't I probably be too depressed to even do a show at this point? Alright. Later, peace. Alright, yeah, I guess I'm gonna round out the show. Thanks everyone for coming. I hope you liked this show. If you did, then please don't forget to Rogan's it up. And if you haven't already, follow me here on Rumble and be here when I'm going live, which is normally 2 p.m. Amsterdam time every day. And please also do support me through the PayPal, Patreon, GiveSendGo. Links are in the description box below, or send me a super chat over at the Rumble live chat when the show is live. Or subscribe to my channel. Support me that way. Any support would be greatly appreciated, and I really need it a lot. Right. Thanks for those that do actually support me. I really appreciate it. Right. I will be back tomorrow, or maybe otherwise the day after. I don't know. It all depends on how things are going to go tomorrow. I might be like sick or whatever. Just getting up that early And I don't know, it depends on the weather. I don't know. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow or the day after on a Tuesday or a Wednesday. Hope to see you again on the next show. Everybody have a great rest of this Monday and potentially tomorrow too. And until the next video, keep it flat.